What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And by the title of this video, some of you guys may be like, what the hell type of video is this? It's not the normal mods. It's not your normal like you know, the recommended some mods that you do. We're gonna talk about the things that you actually like. Some people don't even talk about it, but the things that you think in your head but you don't publicly say it when you buy a car. I thought it'd be pretty funny just because Valentine's Day just passed, and I thought it'd be pretty interesting to like go over like does if you have Lexus, like, you get girls. Maybe you don't prefer girls. Maybe like your preference is guys. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't discriminate on this channel. So whatever you prefer, you know, this video relates to you. But just based off my experience, we're just gonna be going over do Lexuses get girls? The first point I do want to go over is we're going to be talking about the people who is going to be your first car. You know, you're looking for a Lexus and you don't want the normal Honda. You don't want the normal Acura that everyone has. You don't want to be like everyone else. You want to be different. When you're buying a car as a first car buyer, you look for a couple things. Like, you look for reliability, because you're going to be driving it to school and work and all that stuff. And the second thing you look for, if you're into it, is mods, right? And then the third thing, there is a third thing that no one talks about. You always have that thing in your contract. You're like, will this get me closer to talking to that girl? You know, like walking down the hallway and then you got your key and you just drop it on the floor like, oops. And then she'll see it and then she'll be like, oh, do you have a Lexus? So like, you'll drop your key on the floor. Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that because I don't want to break my key, but you drop your key and then like right next to her and she's like, oh, here you go. And then you'll be like, oh, thank you. And then she's gonna be like, oh, do you drive a Lexus? And you're gonna be like, hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah. So that's one criteria. The second criteria is for like just a little bit older. So someone who's similar to like my age. Let's say you're like graduating college, or you're in college, or you just graduated from college and now you got money. You know, you're not big baller. You can't get a GTR. I graduated to the Lexus, that kind of tier, the BMW type of criteria. Let's say, I don't know, you start a new job and you meet somebody at your work and you start talking to her and you're like, hey, do you want to grab some lunch? And you go back to your car because you offer to drive, because, you know, it's, as a guy, that's what you're supposed to do. Like why wouldn't you drive? Because you have a Lexus. She goes to your car and then is she gonna be like, dang, you have a Lexus? Or is she gonna be like, dang, you have a Lexus? So this could be two ways, you know? So that brings me back to the question, does Lexuses get girls? And in my experience, no. Unfortunately, it does not. My car in particular, it gains a lot of attention from people who have the same car as me, or younger kids who see a fixed-up car. And sometimes there are girls who drive Lexuses who know, and that's cool. There are girls who drive Lexuses which are dope, because then they do know. But if you don't drive Lexus, then you don't know. So you get the girl, right? And then the next step, she's in the car. So based off my experience, there's a couple things that go into my head when they are in the car. And one thing that I do that it doesn't irk me, but I've noticed, is they don't like to drive with the window down. And it's totally understandable because they don't want their hair to blow in the wind. But in California, if it's like 70 degrees and you don't want the AC, you know, you're not trying to have the AC pumping. You want to have the natural air, and you want to have the hair flowing, and you want to have the air flowing in your hair. But they don't like that, so you want to have the AC. And having a Lexus, she's probably like, oh, this is supposed to be like nice. Like, this is supposed to be like a luxury, right? But if you've been in an IS, it's not very luxurious in here, to be honest. So she might be disappointed. And another thing is, my car is pretty damn loud. It has a muffler delete and a resonator delete, so it's blazing loud. And most of the time, if I'm trying to talk to her, or if I'm trying to listen, I don't know what she's saying. And I'm not doing it to be mean, but it's just because my exhaust is too loud. I like the exhaust. And the last one is My car is decently low, you know, it's not like touching the floor, but I do need an angle when it comes to going up driveways or entering in some entrances. If a girl is in your car and she's not really into cars, so she doesn't know about the low life, and she doesn't have a car that's fairly low, she's going to be like, why don't you just like go? And I'm like, I can't just go. Like, I'm gonna ruin my front lip, man. And I don't want to ruin my suspension, and I don't want to curb my wheel either. So we're gonna have to go really slow, and I'm going to have to turn down the volume, and we're gonna have to be quiet for at least the next 5 to 10 seconds, just so we can make sure we don't scream. No, just to be curious. Those are the things that I noticed. But I'll give her the aux if she wants to play some TikTok song. We can just okay. We can definitely hit some TikTok dances. You know, it's a give and take. You know, I probably got some things in the car that she probably doesn't like the AC, and it's just a personal preference of mine. But if she wants to play some TikTok songs, just as long as it slaps, go for it. Like I'm not complaining. That's gonna do it for today's video. I thought it would just be pretty funny to go over do girls like Lexuses? Thought it would be pretty funny. If you guys found this video funny or enjoyed this video at all, definitely give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys aren't already, subscribe down to the channel. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next video.